Trying to tell him the level up was legendary. Cooks and orange
Sipping
juice.
out designer cups, bottom got Medusa on it.
So I'm with, Cee, Courtney. Introduce yourself, man, for the people who might not know yet.
What's up, y'all? Courtney Austin, Cee Austin, known in the city. Everybody call me Cee Austin. I'm here with my boy Joey, aka Monty, aka Pierre Morrison, aka the Passion Man. Nah, just here to talk about the brand, man. Second Life, done with basketball, and I'm on the other side of it now, just coaching, training, got the brand rocking.
Yeah, we was gonna get into it though, but like people don't know your background, man. Who was the first person to inspire you with hooping?
Professionally or like family wise?
We going from elementary, bro.
The reason why I started playing basketball, everybody y'all pretty much says the same thing. Allen Iverson, he was the reason why I picked up a ball. But favorite player growing up, so far as a professional side of it, but family wise, uncles, big cousins, always outside rocking with them in front of the crib. That's really why I started hooping.
I already know who really put that fire on you is CJ. Tell everybody about CJ.
My brother CJ?
Yeah.
Man, shout out my brother CJ, man. Just got married not too long ago. Just had his first daughter, so I got a niece, Uncle C. You know how that go. But yeah, man, I look up to my brother. Brother love, man. We'll argue about this and that, but we still love each other through thick and thin. So that's my guy. That's my dog forever. Yeah. Shout out my brother CJ, man. Siege.
I know C, man. He's really aggressive. He sparked that fire in you, man. Was there any other sport that you felt like you could have went league into?
Football. I stopped playing football junior year. Actually, my senior year. I'm sorry, but I had offers and stuff to go to college out of. After my junior year playing football, I just chose basketball. Transfer schools to go hoop with my AAU team at Kimball in Dallas. Won state there, but yeah, I just gave up football. Just basketball love was too strong.
You felt like football was too many headaches.
I definitely didn't want no CTE though. But,
hey, chill. You not want to get no government on this.
But football was fun though. I just chose basketball, man.
Okay, so since you did basketball at a higher level, tell everybody what team did you play for out there, and what was the experience like?
For me, playing D1 at UTA. I transferred a couple schools actually. I went to Southern Utah first, then went to JUCO. That's actually what made me love basketball even more at a higher level. That JUCO is that's a struggle. Not really a struggle, it's a grind. It's a grind. It's pretty much like AAU. Trying to work to get your scholarship again, just like you is in the AAU world. Then UTA, then I did my little shortness of professional basketball, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, and I also did mini camp with the Texas Legends. Didn't make the roster though. That's just politics of the game, but it was a good opportunity though. And that's where I got the El Salvador and Dominican Republic gigs or whatever, but it was cool. I touched the ABA, stuff like that. It's not the same as it was when Dr. J and them was back in it when it first was ABA, when it turned into the NBA, but I still touched it. So I still just playing pro-ams now against all my homies who still playing overseas or in the league. So still play at a high professional level. I'm done with it. It's just,
man, you ain't done with it, man. Tell everybody how you still instill the game in, the younger generation.
Well, I'm just saying I'm done so far as playing, trying to do that. You got old heads talking about, I'm still trying to go here. I'm still supposed to be going here. Like, I'm good on that. I don't have my time. So I'm on the other side of it now. So just giving back to the kids is the fun part. I thought I wasn't going to like it. I didn't know if I was going to have patience. But with my AAU team, I coach Southern Assault with big bro, Brandon Fields. We got the number 4 right now, team in the 5th grade, which is the class of 2029. We've been up and down, number 1, number 3, number 5, this and that. Right now, we number 4. But I just like to give back to the kids in the sense of so far as my trainers that I had growing up, they did a lot for me. So I give the same things they gave to me, but I also give them what I know I didn't get from my trainers. So there was just times, where I was training with other players, but the trainer was dictating that workout based on that other player's game and not my game. So I felt like I was being cheated there. And so with that being said, with the kids, when I do have a group, small group or whatever, I channel in on everybody's style of play instead of just, oh, this player can shoot and do this. This workout is based on this. You can't do it, oh, well, you got to do it just because you're working out with him. I don't do it like that. And that's what I felt like I was getting cheated at growing up. So, yeah, I just give back to him fully. Like, I'm very detailed. I don't like big groups. Well, I like to train in groups of 1 to 3, maybe 4, so I can be detailed and dissect that kid and be able to speak to him and, you know, give them details, this and that. And then sometimes I even work out with the kids. Instead of me always having to open my mouth and talk, because I still can show what I'm teaching, now I make them do the eye test. Like, all right, do what I do. So you're going to work out how I would work out. Do what I do. If you got questions on footwork, this and that, just ask questions. And then sometimes I'll jump out, like, all right, keep going, so I can eye and see what they're doing wrong or right and let them know. And then I jump back in. And that's what makes it fun for me. I can still do it instead of being like that one coach, do this, do that. But you can't show me. I can show the kids when I'm teaching them. So
okay,
that's what makes it fun for me. So
how do you feel about like the kids? Like, do you feel like they won't let them develop? Like, how do you feel about the highlights and the ball is life? Like,
I mean, we're in the world of social media. It's a good answer. Yeah, so we're in this world of likeness, image and this and that. But it's in my opinion, it's a good and bad side to it. I'll speak on the bad side first. I think the bad side first is it gives a false evaluation of a kid's game. Anybody who makes mixtapes, make a mixtape to make the kid look good. So you might score 6 buckets or 8 buckets in a game. Yeah, you might have had 14, 16, 20 points or whatever, but they not showing that whole game that you lost for one, that you don't turn the ball over this many times. It took you 20 some shots just to make the 7 shots you made. Mm-hmm. So it gives a false image. For one, I mean, that's what cameramen do. They edit it to make it look good. That's what they get their money at. So that's the bad side of it. But the good side as well is then it shows what you can do. So it might not see the whole thing, but you can see something. So if you are hitting shots, or if you are dunking on somebody, or if you are, dropping dimes or locking up, it shows that. But the bad side is the stuff that is not showing. So we're just in that world of social media. That's all. So.
Mm-hmm. But who do you think, like, does these rankings for these kids?
That's a lot of it is people who can't even play basketball and ain't never played basketball. It's just even same thing with the NBA, like All-Star voting and stuff like that. You got all these analysts and reporters who have no type of skill set when it comes to the game, but they got to say so just because they're a reporter, or that's just like if me and you go make a report. You could, like, you got Passion TV, you could say Passion Sports Report. You ain't never played basketball, but you can choose who you want to be number one. Mm-hmm. But since you got a following, people are gonna look at it and listen to it. And then, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. You got these old folks who ain't never touched the ball, ranking this kid, that kid. But to me, it doesn't really matter until you get to a certain age. So all these 5th grade rankings and stuff, like with my players and stuff like that, it's cool for them. It gives them, encouragement or this and that, but it don't matter because some of these kids might not even be playing basketball in 9th grade. Mm-hmm.
So all right. So we gonna switch it up a bit since we talk about hoops, man. Mm-hmm. You said you was done with the game. How, like, what players, you got to tell the people about what players you influencing in the game now, and you got to tell them about the brand.
What you mean, like players influencing that I'm influencing?
Who is one of the players where you just gave them your merch and they just out the gate liked it? You know what I mean?
Oh, player wise?
Yeah.
Man. Quite a few, especially the homies that's overseas though. I got a lot of homies overseas that's got the gear. Javier Carter, Braylon Racing, Nick Babb, he's from Arlington Martin. Shout out my boy Nick, my boy Elijah Thomas, Lancaster legend. He oversees. Shout out my boy Willie Collie Stein, Kentucky product. He rocked the brand too. Got quite a few.
Really do play with the Mavs. Glass cleaner, huh?
Yeah, glass cleaner with man. Yeah, Trill, my guy. So I'm gonna get it out to a couple other homies, man, too. That's in the league. I'm in the process with the brand, just kind of learning, watching other brands too, trying to be different, trying not to copy this, copy that. But there is some things that you got to take from them as well. You know, I'm not stubborn to say, oh, I don't want to take from that and learn from it. So I've been watching kind of slowly, getting into it. So I'm going into year 3 with it. So it's going to pick up. But yeah, I'm loving it though.
What made you start your brand though? How'd you come about the name?
Well, it started actually with trying to advertise myself as a player when I was still playing, like 2019 or whatever. So it started off with my personal logo, and I just came up with a slogan, what's your purpose? One of my cousins helped me pick that out. And so that just, it's inspiring, what's your purpose? We all have a purpose here on earth, no matter what it is, as long as we use it for positivity. So it started with that, and I was like, you know what? The purpose brand, purpose brand or the purpose brand, however you want to say it. So it kind of just really started like that with that slogan. And then I got away from using my initial logo with my name. And then I made this right here with the question mark P, because it's still insinuating what's your purpose with the question mark. So I took that slogan off and just threw the question mark P in the logo so it can still insinuate that. So yeah, that's really how I jumped off.
The P is P, you know what I mean? Yeah. What made you, did you try to incorporate that? Were you ahead of your time?
Ahead of the time. Nah, for sure. I mean, I know everybody been on this crazy P talk now that it's in that song, Pushing P or whatever, but we've been on that before, man, but we've been, like I said, man, we've been talking P, that just means keeping it real, keeping it, 100 with your homies, no matter what it is, keeping it player. That's what keeping it P means. So we've been on that, but I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. So I don't even want to really get into that, but.
Man, you can, because sometimes people need to hear your definition.
Yeah, so, but that's what it is though, like I got homies, we've been calling, like I can go back and look at old text messages from years ago. Like, what's good, P? How you good, P? I ain't talked to you in a minute, P. I mean, like I said, we've been on that, but it just happened. Like, I didn't insinuate that with the purpose brand at first, but when I made the question mark P, that's when I started kind of using it just as an abbreviation symbol when I'm making posts or when I'm talking about my brand, this and that. So, like I said, we've been on it, man, but, we in this world of everybody overdoing stuff. So everybody pushing P all of a sudden with the emoji blue P. So it'll die out though, but it's gonna stay forever though.
It's heavy in your mind. I can tell it's really bothering you.
Nah, it's not bothering me, but it's just somebody got to say something about it. I mean, I ain't hating on the track or nothing like that, but like I said, and they've been doing it in the Bay Area too, with Larry June. He been talking like that too. We've been talking like that down here. So, I mean, it's been a thing, but it's just now, like, everything on social media gets blown out of proportion. So now they're gonna drop the track, everybody's on it, but people already been on it. So.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's like, it'll fade away. And
it'll definitely die out for sure.
We'll still be saying it.
Nah, yeah, that's part of the lingo. It's been part of the lingo. So.
Speaking of your brand, I like the Larry Orange, but like, what would you define? Like, what would define, like, just give me a few words about your company and, how it, what would you call it? What kind of style is it? Street? What?
I'm glad you asked that. So I've always said simplicity wins. With my brand, I never wanted to make it something where it's straight up fashion or you can only wear it in this type of setting. Like, I want it to be where you can wear it anywhere. So it's just simple everyday wear, but I mean, that's really what it is. You can wear it out. We can swag these tees out on some casual, you know, to the bar, wherever you go, to the boat, you know, whatever you do. You can put it with some jeans, layer it up, you know, with a jacket over if you're rocking a tee, some kicks. You can work out in it. You can throw it on, chill in the crib. You can throw it on and go to the store. Your girl can wear it, your mama can wear it, your dad can wear it, your grandma can wear it. You know, your kids can wear it. So it's just everyday wear. Like, I didn't want to channel it towards just one area because, you know, I wanted to reach everybody with it. And so, yeah.
How would the people like reach out to you to get the gear?
I mean, you can follow the Instagram, purposebrandclo.clo, the website, purposebrandsupply.com. You can reach my personal IG, Cee_Austin. You can hit up the homies. So they all got it too. So all type of, it's everywhere, man. So
man, you made me a crazy Kobe custom long sleeve.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, I forgot about that one.
You know, who is your favorite player, man, and why did you go out your way to do that, man?
Bean and AI and Bean, they tied for my favorite. But when Kobe passed away, man, rest in peace, Kobe. I just did something just for the brand. You know, everybody do these little, you know, these vintage tees, this and that with old school players, this and that. And I seen everybody doing something, and I did something too. I just, I wish I had the picture of it. Whenever you edit this, you could put it on there and show it. Yeah, so it was when Kobe, I think when he made the game winner, he pulled his jersey, and he was yelling versus the Phoenix Suns. So I kind of just took that and, you know, took out the Lakers, put the purpose there. So I made his jersey, you know, the brand, because it was just inspirational, you know, when he passed away. I just wanted to do something for the Kobe lovers and for myself as well. So definitely something that was pretty dope.
So number 1 and 2 is Kobe and Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Why you leave out Jordan?
Jordan a GOAT, but they're my favorites though. Being AI, the reasons why I play basketball. Like, AI is the reason why I picked it up. Then when I started watching AI and then Kobe came along, Kobe work ethic and that mama mentality is why he was my favorite. So AI, Kobe, them tied for top 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Who had the best shoe?
The best shoe?
For you growing up, what was the one shoe where it was like, first day of school, I'm going crazy?
Man, you know, it's crazy. I actually used to, back then, I used to wear everything. I had Forces, this and that. Pops always got me all the J's, this and that. But I wore hoop shoes to school because I was locked and loaded, ready to hoop at recess. So I was wearing AIs to school, Reebok question mids. I was wearing Answers with the zip. I was wearing the AI 5s. I was wearing T-Max because T-Max is in my top 3. He's number 3. I was wearing Kobe Adidas's, like the Kobe 1s, the crazy 97s, the crazy 8s. I had all the hoop shoes. So, yeah, I really just rocked them all, just depending on what I wanted to hoop in that day at recess. So I also had bronze. I had like the LeBron 2, 3, and 4. I had all those too, so.
How did you think it made you feel to have those on in school? What was everybody's reaction?
Looking at my feet, like I was one of the few to have. I had a couple homies who had some kicks with me, but yeah, I was definitely one of the only ones to have certain kicks on. So, like that's one thing growing up. My whole life, I've always just had kicks though. So I ain't on no PJ Tucker level. I don't think nobody is, but you know, I was always definitely one with the kick. So
do you collect now?
I don't know if I should call it collect, but I get what I want and I wear it if I want to. If I don't, I don't. There's a lot of shoes I don't wear. I got too much. I got 2 closets full of shoes, 100-some shoes, 200-some shoes probably that I don't even wear. But yeah, I try to get everything. But with this sneakers app, trash. Adidas confirmed, trash. All this. What happened to going to the mall, man, and just picking up some kicks off the wall from Foot Locker, man?
Oh man, go ahead and bleed them. How do you feel about the in-store Foot Lockers and Champs today?
It's simple stuff in there, man. It's not heat. It's no heat. The reseller market messed up everything for the shoe game. Paying Dunks. I was wearing Dunks back then. Me and my brother, we was wearing high top Dunks, low top Dunks. And that was $100 back then. That was only 65 or 75, and now people trying to charge $400, $500 for $100 shoe. Like, bro, come on, man, that's OD.
So you feel like all people that do bots need to go to jail?
Nah, I don't care. I mean, if you want to get a bot, bro, if you want to waste your money just to get shoes, I mean, it makes them money, like buying the bot, get all these shoes, because they know people are gonna. I mean, that's their hustle. I don't wish jail upon nobody, but I ain't tripping. If I don't get the shoe, I don't get the shoe. That's the mindset I'm in now at 28. If I don't get the kicks, it ain't meant to be. I go find another pair of kicks.
Speaking of that, how do you feel about Nike's, executive, her son was booming all the Nikes. How do you feel about that? And he didn't get any charges.
Was that even real? Was that real?
That was real.
I thought that died out super quick, so I thought that was cap. Mm-hmm. Hey, buddy, smart. I applaud him because
garage full. See,
garage full, and he didn't get no time.
You don't think the mama was a part of it?
She definitely helped him out. She helped him out. She probably helped him out, and she didn't know it. Mm-hmm. And she probably was asking questions, trying to get in on this and this and that. Mm-hmm. And then bro probably figured out something. And boom, but that's crazy though. I didn't know he got no. I thought it was fake, but I definitely didn't know he didn't get time.
That's a hell of a boom.
No, yeah, he booming for sure.
But look, what if this is just a flip side question, man. What if you came across $100 million? What would be your first go-to to do with it?
Invest.
In what? Real
estate, for sure. Commercial real estate, land, something that'll make residual income and build wealth easily. And then probably look into certain stocks. I ain't really big on stocks or stuff like that, but I would throw a little something in there just to see what can make shape. NFTs, I ain't really in on the NFT swag yet. Everybody, that's something crazy, but I live in the real world. I ain't really worried about no metaverse or whatever it's called. So, I mean, if it makes other people money, congrats to them. But I just ain't been locked in on it to study it and know what it really can do or how it works, this and that. But I see it all over the place. But I wouldn't put my money in that without knowing what it is. So,
I wouldn't either.
No, facts.
And another one. What is your biggest accomplishment? What is your biggest accomplishment?
Graduating college. I think I was after my brother. I think me and my brother was the first ones to graduate from college with bachelors.
Damn.
I believe. I don't want to put that on my family, you know what I'm saying? But I think so. We were. And then I went into my master's program. My granddad, he had a whole bunch of masters and doctorates. But yeah, I think that was my biggest accomplishment. It made my parents happy. So yeah, that, and then playing professional basketball, I would come after that second, just because, I hooped all my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I was able to do it for a little bit. Not, I never reached the league with it the way I wanted to, but I mean, I still can play at a high level, especially with some of them dudes.
I know that life is fast. What is it like just juggling that lifestyle? What are the women like? Is it true what LeVar Ball is talking about?
Man, it's a crazy world, man. I ain't never really indulged in it, but yeah, man, this world is sick. You gotta be careful. So people definitely will come for your money. Girls definitely, do that. Like I said, I never tried to indulge in it though. I just tried to stay true to myself and my lifestyle and the way I was raised. But I mean, I've seen it though. And I ain't gonna sit here and act like I ain't seen it. And I ain't perfect, but I definitely seen it within the homies. I've seen it thrown at me, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I handle myself the way I handle myself. So, but yeah. So
how do you feel about like just mental health? In general, about like people talk about Kanye so much and all this crazy stuff, and it's just like, what if he's just different?
Man, it's crazy you asked me that. I was actually just talking to somebody about that. I mean, mental health is important. You never know what someone's really going through, so best thing to do is just pray for that person to help them out. But speaking of Kanye, I honestly don't think Kanye has a mental health issue. I just think Kanye is very passionate about what he wants to talk about, what he's doing. Like now it's crazy, the documentary just dropped. Like I seen it. I never paid attention to it, but I seen it as he was growing up. If you go watch the documentary, like you can see that he was very passionate, and even his mom said it just comes off arrogant. So when stuff comes off arrogant to people call it mental health. Like with AB, like I don't think AB got no mental health issues. That's just AB showing passion for what he really wanted to do. Like, you know, coach tried to throw him out there. He was hurt. He said, nah. And he say, all right, you're out of here. Like, so I just think people expect people to play puppet in certain situations. But
have you ever had some like coach disrespect you and he felt like he had too much control? You know, how did you get out of that though?
I don't think I did. Nah, all my coaches like through AAU and high school, they my dogs to this day. Like I can call any coach. I actually talked to my AAU coaches. My high school coach I want to stay with, he's actually coaching at my college now. Like I can go sit in their office and talk to them. I can call coaches and FaceTime them and kick it with them. They're my dogs. I ain't never had no problem with coaches in that standpoint. So no, I'm straight.
I remember you were coming from UTA, good coaching. Y'all went deep in the playoffs, man. You got to tell everybody about like all these, you know, fitness connection ballers. What is that feeling like? You know, some dudes can play wherever you go. They just never played in an institution, but most of the time dudes just be athletic and don't understand the game of basketball. Like everybody think just because somebody can jump high, they athletic, they can hoop. Like nah, it start here IQ wise, this and that. So I mean that's a long conversation though, but I mean when I go hoop still like pro-ams, I don't even say pro-ams, like if I go hoop at like the gyms or whatever, I just want people to play hard and make me have to earn what I'm trying to get on the floor. Like make me work for my buckets. Just cause I still got love for the game, like OD. So what's the trash talk moment where you just had to blaze somebody and they don't even know who you are?
I just hate when people make a couple shots and they think they nice. Like you make a couple shots and you start
backpedaling faster.
You start mouthing off. And then it's just like, all right, let me turn up. I mean, everybody don't have that before, you know, somebody make a couple shots. And I think most of the time, people act like they don't know your credentials or something, and then they try to use that against you, but they really know. Like somebody don't say it, like, hey, he used to play here. So then they try to come at you on the slick. You make a couple shots, start talking trash, like, all right, bet.
Who's the livest player you played with?
Oh. College or just whole life?
Just in general, man, where you were just like, man, we going crazy. We feeding each other, you know. You don't even have to look at each other and y'all know the spot you're gonna be at. Who is that guy, man? Y'all just clicked.
I can't name one. I got too many. Like high school, man, we were so loaded.
Top 3.
Sheesh. All right, I'm gonna do. Shout out to all my teammates, first of all, in high school and college, because everybody was a bucket. But dang, if I had the top 3, I'll definitely go E. Neal at UTA with me, Eric Neal from Dallas, Texas, Jalen Jones from Cedar Hill at UTA. And then Kevin Hervey, my teammate at UTA. So they're my top 3 college teammates. You know, honorable mention, Julian Harris. That's my guy. And then high school, man, David Tucker, one of my best friends to this day. Shannon Lilly, only back-to-back state MVP in the state of Texas since Chris Bosh. He was a problem in high school. Jordan Williams. I think Jordan Williams actually one of the best players in the city right now. And then shout out, of course, Jerry on, Jalen Jones, went to TVU. We also went to Kimball with me. Austin Franklin, Oscar Lou, my whole Kimball team. So yeah, but yeah, they're my top 3 from college, and if I had to pick from my Kimball team, so.
Okay. Before, you know, since we know the background, we know mostly, you know, your beginnings, man. Where are you from originally?
Originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Okay.
Moved down here. I think my first day of school in Texas was 9/11. we didn't know what was going on. So we in the process of moving, so we not seeing no TV back then. You know, we didn't want no phone, social media. So we driving, 18 hours from Grand Rapids down to Texas. So then I'm 7 or 8, my brother 9 or 10, whatever age we was. And so like I said, we don't know what's going on. We get to school, finally, we get settled in. We living out the hotel till our house get built at that time. And I just remember getting to school, and they canceled school like halfway through the day. Like we just got in there. I just met Dez, the writer. Shout out to Grind, Dez. So Dez was like my first friend here when I moved to Texas, and Malcolm Johnson. And it was the homies, like the ones that just kind of gravitated to me. But yeah, like when I got to school, they just canceled school, and it was like, school's canceled, the Twin Towers have been whatever. So yeah, so that's where I'm originally from. That was my first day of school. But
do you feel like did you have an accent when you came out here? How did the everybody be like when they, I don't know, because there's some people here who still say I have an accent. And they be like, you're not from here. I'm like, I don't have an accent. I think I just talk normal. But then it's like when I go back home, people hear kind of like the slur and slang from the down south. So I don't think I have a slang. I think I just kind of talk how I talk. Like my lingo may be different, but so far as like how it comes out, I don't think I really got no slang or whatever. But okay,
that's my opinion.
What kind of guy do you think you were in high school, man? They got the jocks on TV, the nerds. Where do you think you fit?
To be honest, I was just cool with everybody. Everybody knew I was a hooper, but I wasn't trying to be like, back then, like they had all the little most likely to go to Hollywood. Yeah. Shout out to my guy Ashwell, because he's definitely in Hollywood. But like
Ashwell going crazy.
Then they had best dressed, this and that. Like I ain't care about none of that. I was just wore, like I said, I always had kicks on, and then I would either have sweats, like a sweat, like a jogger fit. Back then it wasn't joggers, but I would just have a Nike top and bottom, Adidas, whatever. Or I would just wear pants with a dope graphic tee or something and kept it simple, but my shoes was always clean. I just kept it simple. I wasn't trying to be this guy or that guy, but I was cool with everybody. Like I was just Cee Austin. Like,
did you ever, what player inspired you to change your style the most?
Cause I was just a straight shooter in high school.
I'm just talking about overall.
I know, I'm just trying to think, because when I was hooping in high school, I was a dead-eye shooter. Like I was coming off screens, catch and shoot. I really wasn't playing PG till I got to college, and I slowed my game down. But like if I had to model, if I had a like for anybody, it was like, I'm not even just saying this now. Like I've been a DeMar DeRozan fan since he was at USC. Like him, I like Nick Young game back when he was with Washington, and so yeah, I don't really think I tried to model my game after anybody. I kind of just like took bits and pieces from everybody, and I just tried to do what I could with it. So I ain't gonna sit here and say I played like one person, and then somebody watches and be like, "Nah, you don't play like that." Like
they so probably see you differently.
Yeah, so like I said, I've watched film, this and that, and tried to implement stuff in my game, but I don't think I mocked my game after anybody. I just played how I played. So.
What would you tell a younger you?
Oh, in a basketball sense or like life?
Period. Basketball is life, though. As your hoopers say it.
Basketball is life, right? That's a tough question. From a basketball standpoint, I probably would. I wish I knew what I knew now back then, basketball-wise. Just the pace of the game, how to understand the game, like while I'm out there on the floor. So I would definitely tell myself to be more detailed, be more craftier. But back then, the game was definitely different, though. Like, what we doing now, like one leg runners, one leg floaters, this and that stuff really wasn't in like that. It was kind of like almost there. It's like stuff like that. It wasn't no side steps back then. When people went side step, everybody was truly doing step backs. only to the opposite shooting hand. So if you were right-handed, you were stepping back to the left. It was rarely anybody stepping back to their shooting hand. Now that's like normal. Euro stepping. A lot of people didn't Euro step, but now everybody Euro steps. So like the game is definitely different. But I would definitely just, like I said, tell myself be more detailed and craftier on that sense. And then life-wise, everything I went through, I mean, pretty much made me who I am today, mentally and spiritually. So I don't think I would do anything different, but I would definitely be more, I guess I would just tell myself to just stay disciplined on certain things that I wasn't disciplined on. Just simple life stuff that are kind of, that'll prolong to a better life, you know what I'm saying? If I wouldn't have done some of the dumb stuff that I was doing, then I probably would have been better off in certain areas. So, I mean, nothing crazy. Like I said, I wasn't no crazy kid or nothing like that. So, but everybody done did some stupid stuff. But, so yeah, I don't really know in specific with that. But
yeah, man. But like, do you believe in anything? Do you believe in, what's your religion?
Yeah, I'm a Christian, man. I'm a man of God. I'm a fisherman. And seeing some people, it's funny, I say that because I've been telling people that lately. They be like, what is that? So it's just being disciples, man. So we're out here, everybody just trying to lead people the right way, just to live righteous, and have an own relationship with God. I'm not everybody, and that's a touchy subject too, but so far as that, I mean, no one's perfect, and people like to portray that like they're perfect, but no one is. And it's just like, if you're looking so far as like a Christian, man, it's all about your relationship with God. Everybody's experience is different. As a Christian, we're supposed to be loving, but also
do you feel like people are scared to talk about God?
Yeah, I don't think people want to get in depth with it though. Like, everybody say, yeah, I believe in God, but then they say they don't believe in the Bible, or they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's contradicting.
Or it's not too cool.
Yeah, I don't want to say it. I don't think it's just too cool. I think people are just timid about it because so you could say it's too cool, or they don't want to look at like the weirdo. Why are we talking about that?
Yeah, and
let me just do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So
especially when you're in the club,
right?
It's like being Peter Popoff.
Nah, it's crazy. But yeah, I just think, man, you still gotta love everybody. You don't gotta agree with everybody with what they do, and if it's wrong, I think this is where people mess up. People be like, man, you can't judge me. Only God can judge me. Like. But there's two different type of judgments. There's a judgment to condemn, which is sending somebody to heaven or hell. We don't have the power to do that, but I can judge you right from wrong. If I know that's wrong, I can tell you that's wrong. That's simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, I could judge you, be like, bro, that's wrong. That's a judgment right there. You're wrong. But people just be like, man, you can't judge me, this and that. But people don't really, they believe in God, but they don't, read the Bible. They don't read their word. So they don't really know the truths of stuff. They just talk. People, they post whatever they want to post on social media and call themselves this and that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to shoot at anybody, but we still supposed to love everybody. So that's kind of what I try to do. Just, love everybody, city love, kind of just something that I insinuated when I made this part of my line as well. So just be loving, man. I think as Christians too, we like the worst people, used to be, or still are, I don't know, so far as when it comes to being judgmental, talking about people, this and that. Like, sometimes I think, like I said, we the worst. Christians be the worst ones.
You gotta let people just do them.
Yeah, like you said, you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You can tell them
70, bro.
Real talk though. You can, if I tell you something over and over to better you, and then you still just doing what you want to do, at the end of the day, don't waste your energy and don't waste your time, your breath on somebody that doesn't want to better themselves. And that's with anything in life. So it ain't even just gotta be living righteous, religion. It could be whatever, at your job. Like, bro, your boss done told you, do this, that. You still ain't doing it. All right, chunk the deuces, you fired.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Get up out of here. So it don't, that come with anything though. So
and speaking of that, man, Where do you see yourself 10 years from now, man?
Sheesh. I don't even try to look that far ahead, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I be in the moment, man. I say that in the sense, like, everybody be like, no, you need to look to the future, this and that. Like, I plan for it. Like, so what I'm doing now, just with investment, saving bread, building credit, all that. So, like I said, I don't know where I'm gonna be at in 10. I don't have an idea, but I know what I'm doing now is gonna benefit me then, if that can answer that question. Because as we getting older, man, lately I kind of just been thinking about like life in a different spectrum. Like, bro, we really about to hit the 30 mark. And then after 30, it's 40. You got kids growing up. Then you hit 50. Like, you halfway done with life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be trying to think like that, bro, because I get too deep with myself. So I be tripping out. I be like, man, I can't even do that, bro. So let me just stop thinking about it. I start watching basketball or something funny or something like that. But
okay. That's a very big plan, man, and I'm gonna see you to it, man.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta tell everybody, you know, where to find you, and you know what upcoming events you got, man.
Right now, actually, you can find me on all the social media, CE_Austin. That's everything: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Courtney J. Austin. You can find me in the gym with my kids, I'm coaching. Yeah, that's really about it, man. And event-wise, I really don't got nothing else. I'm still kind of just on the back page of stuff with my brand, this and that, just kind of like building, still, what's the word I'm looking for, bro? Brainstorming. Like, I'm brainstorming on stuff to do, you know, like pop-up shops. Like, I don't want to just, a lot of people just sometimes do stuff just to do it. I like to plan out. I want to be like that one, I need it booming first time. So like, that's like my mentality. So like, you know, after this, I'm about to go to a pop-up shop and just study. Just be like, all right, boom, boom. Okay, cool. Cause I want mine to be like A1.
Scout team.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here scouting, you know what I'm saying? Studying. But that just come with anything, man. Like, so I don't really have no events, but I'm still working, man, brainstorming. About to start doing having a lot more content on the page. It's real bland right now, but I'm about to start doing more of that. I found some more time finally, with all the business stuff I'm doing. So yeah, I'm still cooking up.
Okay. I look forward to it, man.
Yeah.
And you know, much love to you, man. Stay blessed.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
But make sure y'all go cop a City Love tee.
Cee Austin, City Love, Cee Austin.
City Love, man. City Love. Speaking on that one time real quick, man, I just kind of made this a line of the brand. Just there's too much hate in the inner city. You know, it's like it's too much competition with our brothers, man. It's not enough love. So if you hand me that shirt, I just wanna. So I gotta turn around. Yeah. So it's just too much hate, man. You know, everybody want to compete, hate on each other. I don't know. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, it's in the camera.
So yeah. So you know, I just made love yours, love everyone, love your craft, love truth, love family, love right, love yourself, and love home. So yeah, you can take those in however you want to.
I just bought that one.
Yeah, so this for my guy Joey Crack, man. My biggest one, man, is love craft and love home. Just because you gotta love what you do. If you don't really love it, you know, if you ain't really putting in the work, you don't really love it. And then love home. You gotta love where you come from, whether it's your homies, you know, it ain't gotta be your best homie, but if it's like for me, when I see homies at the gym, they not like my main homies, but I show love. I ain't hating on nobody. I ain't trying to, you know, bring them down or whatever. Like all the young dumb stuff, like that stuff, people still be holding on to that, trying to be, you know, trying to be validated by people that don't even matter, that ain't gonna look out for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just too much hate. So that's where the City Love idea came from, man. So hashtag City Love whenever y'all rocking the tee. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, too, if anybody gets that shirt from watching this interview, DM me, and you know what I'm saying, and I'll give you a little promo code or something to help, discount it or whatever, just for showing one. You know, my boy Pierre Morris sending some love, getting some views and stuff, and then supporting me too. But yeah, man, just have city love, have love, man. Love everybody, love everyone. Love your family, man. Love where you from. Stop the hate, stop the killing, stop the beefing over stupid stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Just
but sometimes, speaking of, the city love and all that, man, I got a gift for you, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, word.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Since we're gonna send you out of here real passionate, man. And just
numbers.
Just since a lot of homeboys don't do it, and they feel like it's weird to do it, but I don't care, man. It's Passion TV, man.
Oh yes, sir. With the C on it. Yes, sir.
Get a fresh coffee mug doing magnificent numbers.
Magnificent numbers. Yes, sir. Got it. I love it. Appreciate it, fam.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Got everything in there, man. Go crazy, man. We look forward to it in the future and all your endeavors, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Yeah.